Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the next video on the playlist of technical analysis, support and resistance. Support and resistance and candlesticks are the fundamentals for technical analysis. And if you just know these two, you can start trading in the market. So make sure you have enough time to watch this video. Maybe get a book and pen and take notes in this video, because this and candlesticks, like I said, is the most important thing in technical analysis. So without wasting any time, if you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'll meet you guys in the outro. Enjoy. Alright guys, let's get right into the video. In this video, we're going to understand the basics of support and resistance and why is it important and how to draw it and stuff like that. This is not going to be like a bookish kind of video on why this support happened or why this resistance happened. No, it's going to be 100% practical video on how to get the clues of big players and trade like them in the market. So let's get started with the video. So so support and resistance, right? The word itself says what is it. So for example, if this is like a surface and I'm standing here right now, what is this surface giving me? It's giving me support, right? Is this surface always going to give me support? Probably not. It might be, I might fall down, or this surface might break anytime. But for now, this is giving me support. If I'm like down here and if I'm trying to go up, what is this right now giving me? Resistance, right? So will this 100% give me resistance all the time? No, it could break, right? This could break, but for now it is giving me resistance. Basically, that is support and resistance. The word literally says what it is. So if the market is coming down and for some reason at some level the market starts going up again, that level would be considered as a support. If the market's going up and for some reason in some level the market starts coming down, that would be considered as resistance. So let's take like a practical example right now. All right. Okay, yeah. So okay, so this is Bank Nifty in the daily time frame. Time frames are very important for support and resistance. I'll tell you guys why later on. But so this is the daily time frame, right? We're just going to take an example from the daily time frame. So this is the all-time high of the market, correct? So from this level, market kept coming down, right? And over here, there's a big green candle. Do you guys see that? So now that you guys know how to read candlesticks and stuff, you guys know that buyers were very, very bullish in this day, correct? And then the market kept rallying, and then at this level, the market again started falling. So what is this providing right now? In the example I just given before, what is that providing? So I'm trying to go up, but for some reason, I'm not able to go up. What is this providing? Comment it down below. It's providing resistance, right? So this is providing resistance. And now here, the market's coming down. And for some reason, at this level, the market again starts going up. What is this level providing? So I'm going down. For some reason, this level gives me support to like stand or something like that. So what is this? It's a support, right? So that's basically support and resistance, like the fundamentals of it. Let's try to understand that more. Okay. So there's big players in the market, right? There are FIIs, there are DIIs, there are professional traders. So all these people know something. Maybe it could be market economics, maybe it could be some other thing which we don't know. The smartest thing for a retailer to do is follow their steps. We can't create new steps and try to beat them because they're the majority in the market. They are the big players in the market. They have the big money. So the smartest move for a retailer to do is um, follow their steps, right? So they give clues in the market, and our job is to catch those clues. The clues are given by support and resistance. What I mean by that is, so the market's at its all-time high here, right? And the market starts falling down, correct? In this level, the market again went up. So for some reason, big players are interested to buy here at this level. And then the market kept rallying. So let's just maybe draw a line there. All right. Um, all right. So yeah, so the market rallied again here at the same around the same level. The market again took support and started going up. So what would be the smartest move here? If we see like a green candle here, wouldn't the smartest move be to go long in the market? Because already we have historical data saying that the markets at this level has gone bullish. So if we see a green pin bar candle here, which shows obviously buyer's power, it's a smart move to again go bullish, right? All right. So right now I'm just explaining support. Um, I'll come to resistance. Now this candle broke the support, right? Like I mentioned, not always this surface is going to give me support. I might break, or this surface might break too. The same way, um, this level has been broken. What does this like? What's the other way to tell this? FIIs and DIIs for some reason also started selling in the market. Like they have a more bearish move, which made them break this support, right? I'm asking you guys, if you guys were big players in the market, and if you guys know like market economics and something like that, and you guys are heavily selling here, and obviously you'll book profits, right? You'll keep selling, 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 and you'll book profits at some level, right? And when you book profits, what's a profit? Like if you're shorting the market, how would you book profits? By buying, right? So you're selling first. The next thing is buying. And the moment you buy, the market again starts going up. That could be one reason. The second thing is people are generally buying FIIs and DIIs are generally bullish in the market. The same way, if they're bullish in the market, they're positioned to book their profits. They have to square off their position or sell the position. That time the market will start coming down. So this is how market moves. Maybe once they buy it, they'll book profits, they'll sell it. So something like that. Our responsibility to our responsibility is to find these key levels, right? All right. So there's something interesting here. So sellers started dominating here, or big players started dominating here. The market kept moving down. And at this level, right, let's draw another line there. So let's say that we don't know this, okay? We don't know like what happened in this point, all right? So let's just move the thing. All right. So here sellers started dominating. And in this level, you see a green candle, right? And again a green candle, right? So this is somewhat buyers are again coming into the market at this level. So let's just draw a line there to like see it. All right. So support I'll be showing as green and resistance. So basically, yeah, I'll explain that again. So maybe both can be black. I'll explain that. All right. So at this level, buyers are coming into the market, right? So you don't, maybe the first time you don't take a position here. All right. So let's see. Now, markets moving. Again, do you guys see here that at the same level of support, there is resistance? What does this show? At that level, sellers are interested in the market, pushing the market down. What does this show? Support always becomes resistance, resistance always becomes support. For example, this region was support first, right? The market moved up. Again, it was a support. Once this region broke, this now is acting as a resistance. So support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support. So it's all the same thing, right? You guys need to understand like what is if the basically if the market's below your level, that level would be considered as resistance. The level is below the market, that would be considered as the support. All right, moving on. All right, so we know that big players are here, right? All right, so let's keep moving. All right, I want you guys to tell me something really quick. So right now, you guys know candlestick patterns, right? So just a quick recap, comment it down below. I'll give you 5 seconds. Would this be considered as a strong bullish candle? Comment it down below. Perfect. Yeah. So this would be considered as a strong bullish candle. So what does that convey to us? It conveys that again, buyers are interested, and surprisingly, it's in the same level. So that gives us double conviction that in this level, more buyers are there. So let's just hypothetically maybe take like so you're being bullish on the market at this level, right? So let's consider this. And where was the last selling point for the market? So imagine you bought here. At this level, profit booking happened, right? So where would, again, you try to book your profits? This level, right? Does it make sense? Make sure, like, comment it down below if it makes sense. Obviously, right? Because you're buying it here, right? Sellers are dominant here, so you wouldn't, it'll be stupid to hold the position thinking that, oh, it'll reach all-time high and stuff like that, because it's clearly evident that sellers are here. So maybe I'll book it here and then we'll see what happens. All right, now let's check if our trade worked out. So I'll just move. Perfect. It reached this level and gave resistance from there. So this trade worked out pretty well. So that's all is basically support and resistance. You need to know when the market is taking support, and there's always historical data. If you say, Sashrik, this maybe if I wanted to take this trade here, there is no historical data. Well, there is. If you guys see here, there is resistance. So resistance, what did I tell? Resistance becomes support. So at the same region, if you see, buyers are coming and the market's going up. So there will always be historical data. You guys just need to find it out. And once you do, and once there's a proper bullish candlesticks or a bearish candlestick, you guys take a trade there and book it in its support or resistance, right? So that's basically it for support and resistance. I usually hand draw my support and resistance because I can get a clear view on where are the big players, where are the big players trying to book their profits, where are the big players trying to square off their positions. And I want to tell you guys this, every indicator, literally every indicator in the world is derived from this. It's derived, so support and resistance is the fundamental thing. Every indicator is derived from that and price action, basically. So if you guys master this, You guys can use indicators just like for fun, basically, just to give conviction over your trade. But this is the fundamental thing. For my technical analysis part, just use support and resistance and use the moving average and the pivot points indicator. That's it. Mainly support and resistance. I can make a separate video on moving averages and pivot points. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments below. All right, guys. So that's basically it for support and resistance. There's another concept, right? So you guys might be like, okay, Sashrik, the level over here reached, but there's a big red candle. So you are wrong, right? Because you said that the market might go up. I said one more thing. Make sure there's a candlestick pattern at important levels. This is the most important thing you guys need to know. And it took me a long time to figure this out because in every green candle and every red candle, I was buying and selling. It took me a long time to figure out that these green candles, these red candles, the market showing a bullish sign, a bearish sign is only important in these support and resistance. These are obviously important, but in that current time, sellers or buyers are dominating, but the most powerful zone would be near the support and resistance. So always look for candlesticks patterns near the support and resistance. If you guys don't know about candlestick patterns, watch that video first. It's in the playlist of technical analysis. Just maybe type FinSash technical analysis and you'll get that video. Yeah, so that's basically support and resistance, right? All right, so we talked about support and resistance. We talked about how do we connect candlesticks and support and resistance. We don't just take a trade in every green candle or in every red candle. We take them in value zones or in support and resistance. So that. What else? So now let's talk about the different time frames in which support and resistance are valuable, or for what kind of a trader in which time frame does support and resistance valuable. All right, so let's get started with that. All right, so there are two main kind of trading, right? So there's three actually, but the third one is not considered. So there's intraday trading, there's swing trading, and then there's investing. Investing is not considered as trading, it's a separate thing. For this, you need to know technical analysis and fundamental analysis. I'll make a video on this too. But for now, this is what we're focusing on. This, we will just be using technical analysis and maybe some option reading kind of thing. But yeah, mostly technical analysis, right? So so I mentioned this in my previous video. Whoever watched that video, comment it down below. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. What is the time frame for intraday that I told you guys? Comment it down below. Perfect. So it's 5 minutes, it's 15 minutes, and 1 hour, right? These are the time frames I told you. I said 1 hour for drawing the levels. Now you guys know how to draw levels, see where are the big players and draw levels over there. 15 minutes is, and 5 minutes both for entries, right? So that's for intraday. Swing trading, again, comment it down below. What are the time frames? The 1 hour time frame, the 1 day time frame, and the maybe 1 week time frame if you guys are taking long-term swing trading stocks. All right. So based on this, we draw support and resistance. Now, I told you that for intraday, we draw levels in the 1 hour time frame and the 15-minute time frame. You don't go to a 1 week time frame and draw levels. I'll tell you why. Because right now, for example, we're on the daily candle and we say that, okay, this is an important support. Let's use this for day trading. Now I said that we'll be trading in the 5 minutes and 15 minutes time frame. So let's go here. Imagine you're trading on this day, right? Do you guys see any level here? Do you guys see like anywhere you can maybe take a trade or not take a trade? Because your level is literally somewhere here. So literally you need to skip this entire day because your level is not reached. That's when you go to a lower time frame and draw the same levels, right? So it's the same support and resistance concept for all time frames, right? So what did we say? We go to the 1 hour time frame. Now we check for important levels, right? So all right, so let's just consider this market, right? So I want you guys to just consider this market. Draw me a support and resistance for this market. You guys can practice this with me. Maybe open TradingView up and draw it with me right now. And another quick point, never ever draw lines for your support and resistance. This took me a long time to understand. Never ever use lines for drawing support and resistance because you're not that perfect where you can just say that, okay, 41,500 would be pakka support and the market won't go above that or below that. No. So always draw zones with the rectangle box, right? So yeah, now so we're in the 1 hour time frame, just this market. You guys can start drawing your levels. Imagine we are currently trading, all right? Okay, so now let's start the analysis part, right? So the market at this level became bullish, but this zone is not valuable for us right now because the market's not going to move, I think 3-4%. The market's not going to move 4% in one day. It could move, but not most of the time. So this zone is not valuable for us. It is valuable, but not for that current day. All right, so let's see. You guys see here, take like 5 seconds and maybe you guys can notice it. If you guys noticed it, congrats. At this level, sellers started dominating, right? At the same level, there's been take support from the market a couple of times, right? This whole level. I told you draw zones, not lines, but right now I'm just explaining it. So at this level, again, the market has taken support. It again broke and it again took a resistance, if you guys can see. And again, if you see recent price action, again, it took resistance, like small resistance at least. So would this be considered as a zone? Yeah, right. So let's just draw the zone right now. And always connect it with the body, right? So I'm saying from this zone to this zone, right? So I'm connecting this body, and all these levels come under it, right? So that level, that's one key zone. And obviously, right now we know that this is an important level. The market is near that, so we can use that also. So how would you draw it? You guys tell me, how would you draw it quickly? Perfect, right? So it's this level. Why? Because I'll just delete this line now. Why? Because I'll extend this and show you guys. All right, why? Because if you guys can see here, the market took support and went up, broke the level, took resistance, again took resistance. So this is it could take resistance or it could break out based on candlesticks again. But this is an important level. We see, so now what? We see candlesticks only in this important level. If there's like a green candle somewhere in between this level, do we take a trade? No. We wait for a candlestick near this level and then take up a trade. That's the most important thing. Now you guys can draw like how many ever support and resistance you want, depending on what kind of trader you are. But make sure you have like some space. Don't like draw maybe like another support and resistance here, another support resistance here. So then where will you trade, right? Just look for key levels, right? There will be some seller or buyer in every part of the market. So you guys can't draw support and resistance for the whole thing, right? So look for proper key levels. How do we find them? Like I mentioned, right? Over here, it's a clear support and resistance. For example, would this be, wait, so let's wait. Okay, would this be considered as a support and resistance? You guys tell me. Okay, fine. It's taking support here. It's breaking it. It's again breaking its support here. So it's not very clear, right? So you guys don't need to consider that because you need some trading space. Imagine there's a red candlestick here and you're shorting it. If you guys see a resistance here, would you short it? No, right? So don't, make sure you draw it in key levels. Don't like flood your chart with support, just support and resistance everywhere. So I'll just draw one more level for quick practice. Okay, you guys can draw it with me too. So right now I'm drawing like kind of big zones, but you guys can refine it later on. I'm just teaching you the concept right now, and how you draw it is completely up to the trader. So this is support, right? So it's taking support here. It took resistance over here. Resistance again, resistance. So all these are support and resistance, right? So imagine again, now look at this, perfect. So if you guys see a green can, so what I said, draw levels at the 1 hour time frame. Now let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So if you guys see a green candle here, right, like you guys can see here, what does this show? This level is acting good for the buyers. So you guys take up a trade here quickly, and this could be a target, and it literally hit. This is how you trade, right? Basically, define your support and resistance. Obviously, this is just an example. Again, risk to reward, everything is there in it. You wouldn't take up that trade if you have risk to reward, but I'm just saying technically it worked. All right, guys. So that was for the trading intraday. For the swing trading, it's the same concept. Go to the 1 hour time frame for the entry, 1 day time frame for the levels, maybe 1 week time frame just to like see what's happening in the market. So what all did I cover? Did I miss out anything? So I'm sure this video would be really helpful for you guys, and for people who already know support and resistance, this could be like a brush up, or you guys could have got a new perspective about the market. So what did we learn? We learned how to draw support and resistance. Second thing is we learned how are big players associated with support and resistance. How are candlesticks related to support and resistance? I gave an example for a swing trade. Like how would you take a swing trade and an intraday? So that's basically it, right? Now, here's what I want you guys to do. Now that you know support and resistance, I want you guys to take 10 shots. at least 10 charts, because this is just not for traders. This is literally, you can use it for investing. You can, so imagine the market's falling, you guys see a support and there's a green candle, you guys know, right? Okay, this is a good smart place to buy, rather than just not knowing anything and just buying when the market's continuously falling. If you guys know this, it'll be helpful, right? So I want you guys to take 10 charts, draw support and resistance, and comment it down below if you guys did it. It would be like an inspiration for other people to do it too. So make sure you comment it down below. So, and I can also reply to your comments. If you have questions about this, comment it down below. I can reply to them. Make sure you practice, right? So practice, practice, practice. That's all. And don't just take Bank Nifty. This literally works in, this is the beauty. It literally works everywhere. Forex, crypto, indexes, stocks. It literally works everywhere perfectly. So make sure you guys do that, right? All right. So I think I covered most of the topics. If I left any topic, I'll maybe make another video about it. There's one thing. There's one concept. Breakout trades and reversal trades. So I'll explain the basics here, like just a quick thing about it, but I'll make a separate video on how these trades are useful. What do we do? How do we look at a breakout trade? How do we take a reversal trade? I'll make a separate video on that, but I'll just show you what it is. All right, so the market's coming down, and if it starts going up, this would be considered as a reversal trade, like the name suggests, right? If the market breaks an important level and keeps going up, that would be considered as a breakout trade. So reversal trades have so I can make a separate video on that. For right now, you guys know the basics of candlesticks and support and resistance. If I make a video about, if I start talking about that now, the video will become very long, so I can make a new video about that. So all right, guys, so I hope this video was helpful. Now you guys know candlesticks. Now you guys know support and resistance. You guys can basically start trading now. I mean, maybe start like practicing first with few charts and then start trading. But you guys know the fundamentals of trading now, or technical analysis right now, and you guys like can get into the market, right? You're eligible to get into the market. You can be in fact a profitable trader with just this. I'll make a new video about reversal and breakout trades. That's also important in support and resistance, which would come in a few days, maybe a few weeks. But yeah, I will make it. This channel is not going to give so I believe quality over quantity. I'm not going to make a video every day, but when I make a video, I want to make sure that it's valuable for you. I hope this video was valuable for you. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want more videos like this, comment it down below. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll meet you guys in another video. Thank you.